Morning, everyone. We'll be looking at basic training on how to use the AI in your Google Docs and your Google Slides. Yeah, just the basic guideline to get you started with success with the AI. So I've created this just a training for us we can run through. Instead of just reading a script, you can explore the core concepts and see examples of AI in action. We all have moments where we stare at a blank page and spend too long looking for the right image. Here you learn how to use built-in AI assistant to conquer those challenges. Our goal is to use AI as smart assistant that helps brainstorm, draft, and design so you can focus on high-level creative work. Okay. So the first section is the art of the prompt. This is the most important part. This is where you guide the AI to success or failure. It's the old principle of garbage in, garbage out with programming as well. If you don't give it the right information, you won't get the information that you're looking for. So first of all, be specific and give context. Okay. Don't be vague. Tell the AI the audience, the topic, and the goal. For example, write the project update email for the Q3 marketing campaign. The audience is senior leadership. So be specific and give context. Second part is state the format. What's the output that you want from this AI? Okay. So tell the AI exactly what kind of output you want. Example, create a bulleted list or generate a 5-slide outline. So being specific and stating the format, and then define the tone. Specify the desired feeling or style of the writing. Example, make the tone of this paragraph more formal. This will help you to speak to your audience better. It doesn't matter if it's a marketing proposal or if it's content for a website or if it's training. You can then decide how you want to speak to that audience. Okay. And then advanced step here, and this is a very powerful one, is ask the AI to build a prompt template. If you're not sure how to structure your request, ask the AI to create a template for you. This helps ensure you provide all the necessary information for a great result. So step one, ask for a template. For example, I need to write a project proposal. Create a prompt template for me that includes all the key sections and information you will need to write a detailed draft. Then it will give you the template, and then you can fill out the template to use it as your new prompt. Okay, so, and then you just fill in your information in the sections, and then you feed it back to the AI to get a good draft and a result. So this is the basis and the basics that you need to do to get a good output from an AI. If you do this, 90% of the time, you'll get a great result. Okay. The docs and the playground. So this is Google Docs. So Google Docs has a built-in AI on the side as well. Google Slides has some functionality, but not as much as Docs yet. Google is still working on that. But for the Docs, see how you can create a blank page to finished email in just a few steps. Click the buttons below to see the prompt. Okay, and generate it. So brainstorm an outline. Okay. Your prompt to the AI would look like this. Create an outline for a project update about the website redesign project. Include sections for recent accomplishments, next week's priorities, and any current blockers. So you will see that it's specific, it gives context, and it asks for the format because it's going to be an email. Okay. So it hits all 3 of the points of the first section there. Okay. Don't see a voice yet, yeah, but we'll see. We'll refine and edit it there. Then the draft content, using this outline to write the professional friendly draft of the email. Okay. So after you've given this prompt to the AI, it'll give you a generated structure and output. You can then take the structured output and give it back to the AI. You don't even need to give it back. You can just refer to it. But using this outline, write a professional and friendly draft of the email. See, there's the voice. You bring in the voice there. Friendly and professional. Okay. Then your output looks like this. Hi team, here is a quick update on our website redesign project. It will fill in the recent accomplishments. Obviously, you would need to give it some more information here. about your accomplishments, your priorities, and current blockers that you're facing. Okay. Then you have the structure, and then you can refine and edit it to be a bit more like you want it. Rephrase this to be more concise and summarize the entire email in 2 bullet points. Okay. So if you add that to the AI, then it'll change the output. So the format that you're getting, you can change the voice a bit. You can make it more structured or a little less formal once you've given the results. Okay. So that's the basics of getting your content from the AI and refining it. Slides and playgrounds. Google Slides playground. Okay. Watch how an idea becomes a full presentation structure, complete with a custom visuals and speaker notes. Click the buttons to simulate each step. Let's do that. Generate the presentation. Your prompt to the AI. Create a 5-slide presentation for the website redesign project update. Include a title slide, a what we've done slide, a what's next slide, a roadblock slide, and a final Q&A slide. So what that will then do is generate the output for you. You can then copy and paste this into your Google Slides. Okay. You can then create a custom image, a minimalist vector illustration of a team successfully launching a rocket. Use our company colors, blue and green. It will then create the image for you that you can also put into the slide, and then generate speaker notes for this slide, what we've done. So giving that prompt to the AI will then specify a specific slide, and then it will generate the speaker notes for you. Okay. And then you've got a script for your slide as well. I would say, that I would add another prompt here that'd be very helpful is using this outline. Please generate content for this slide. And you can do that. I would suggest running through each slide, especially if you have more than 3 slides, for example. I would be specific and say, please write the content for slide 1, for example, and give it some information there if I need some extra information. Okay. Then some key best practices. Remember these rules to get the most out of your AI assistant and produce high quality work. Remember, number 1, you are the pilot. AI is the co-pilot. Always review, edit, and fact check AI generated content. Your expertise makes the final product great. So you are the difference at the end of the day. It's still your project. It's still your responsibility. It's still your work. And the AI can make mistakes. So it's very important to edit the AI context. And it's actually good practice to always change something that the AI gave you. And edit it as much as possible in a sense. But that's for SEO and things like that. But you don't want to just regurgitate what the AI gave you most of the time. Add your voice. Use the AI's draft as a starting point. Then inject your own personality, insights, and creativity to make it truly yours. That links with what I just said, but make it your own work at the end of the day. And that'll reward you. I know it's extra work, and this is technically the one that takes time. And this is where the difference between AI slop and using AI as a tool comes in, is in the second phase. So it's important to do that and check it and make it your own. Then number 3, iterate and refine. Don't love the first result of AI. Tweak your prompt and try again. Slightly different prompt can produce a much better result. So if you don't get the right answer from the AI the first time you try it, you can just edit a little bit. Tell it what you don't like about it, and it'll try a different thing. So some positive and negative reinforcements for the AI on the specific points that you would like to change will guide it a lot, and then you will get a lot better results. Okay, so let's quickly look at an example. First of all, let's say, for example, we want to create some training for how to use AI. Okay, so I would say, hi. Always be polite to the AI, by the way. We never know when they will become our masters. Hi. Please. That's just a joke. You can do that as you please. I can't help being nice with my responses, just how I speak to people as well. Generate content or a pre-slide Google Slides or training on how to use AI to improve using Google Slides. That is what a basic good prompt would be, a starting prompt. If you have a more specific outline or more complex issue you want to do, I would ask for a template first. You know, if you can actually do that, is please generate a AI prompt template for generating. Okay, so I gave in the AI prompt there. Okay. See, so this will give you a very detailed prompt that you can use. So you can now copy this and paste it. Let's do the filled out example. Because my prompt was very precise, I gave it context, I gave it a format already when I was asking for a template even. It was even able to give me an example of a filled out template because it knew what I was looking for. So you then can fill in the role. You're an expert designer and productivity consultant specializing in leveraging AI tools for professional educational settings. So this sets the role for the AI and it puts it into a position of a professional, for example, in this case. So it'll think like someone who generates training. Objective, there we go. Target audience. Now, this is where you can make it your own, maybe. Marketing professionals who need to create client-facing internal. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like our audience. Key constraint. There we go. Output 3 slides. This looks great. Okay. Feed this back to the AI. Okay. There we go. Here's your title, your content, and it's already generated the speaker notes. So what you can do now is you can specify and change the slides a little bit here. Then you can just copy and paste from the slide your contents in here. And I'm just using our default presentation here. Well, I made a little template for us and use that. You can then just style it a little bit. And there we go. Slide 1. Now, at the bottom, it also gave me a visual idea. Okay, so let me quickly show you how you can implement this one in Google Slides. So in Google Slides, you'll see on the right-hand side now, you've got these little AI tools. Yes, so let's create an image here. So now I'm taking that visual idea that it gave me, and let's make it a square is fine. We'll just let the AI decide the style. Okay, there we've got a cool image. There we go. Clicked on it, and I'm going to say insert. And now we've got a little picture there on our slide. Okay, so that is how you can use this for Google Slides, use it to get your content. Let's quickly touch on being restricted a bit more. Say I've already got training, for example, right, that I've created. And this is a very useful tool. I'm going to show you 2 things here, actually. I'm going to show you guys to restrict the AI, but I'm also going to show you how you can use already existing document to generate you something using the AI. It's very powerful. So I'm going to add a file from Drive. The HTML file I generated to use this training. So this is the training we were on that I'm hosting on the Xponent training. So this is this training that I've created. So this is a file that, you can see it's HTML, it's got reactive thing, but the content is in the file and the AI is pretty powerful. So you can give this HTML files to get content out of. You can give it Google Docs, you can give it Word documents, PDFs, you can give it images. So I'm going to give it this HTML file. Now I'm going to say, let me start a new chat, give it the HTML doc, insert. Now I'm going to tell it, please generate a free slide, Google slide from the provided HTML training course file. summarize the information to the main points and fit it into 3 slides. So now it's gone and created Google Slides content layout for the training we just did. It even put in the little icons and graphics that was on in the HTML. So that's how you can use it. And then I'm going to say, please keep content only to what is available on the provided file. So this will then limit it to only use the file that was provided, narrowing focus to the HTML. And there we go. Of your uncle. Okay. Before we do the other part, Steve, you have the floor. Guide me. Show us how to activate it. Extensions.
Not in here. I'm saying open up Gemini.
Okay. Jump.
Then in the bottom left, that little cog icon.
Yes.
Then go to apps.
Okay.
And then productivity apps are off by default. So just turn those on, and then Google Gemini will have access to your tasks, docs, calendar, and everything. So you can ask it questions like, check my emails and create a Google task for anything for all my unopened emails.
Everyone, just go and check that yours is active. Thanks, Steve. But that's a very good point that you made there. That's it. Yeah. So just remember the basic stuff. Be specific and give context. State your format and define the tone. You don't always need to do that all in the same step, but I would say step 1 and 2 is very good to have in the first step. And if you add the step 1 and 2 and the template for the AI to ask it, if you add those 3 things together, you'll get amazing results. We just built context for training, and we limited it, by the way, to 3 slides and making it shorter. We could have generated even more in this time. And that's where the power comes in from the AI. So, of course, I would go through this now and make it my own work. So check the spelling. So it's for British English and all of that. You can also specify the language for British English, things like that, little tweaks to your prompt. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.